Welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're here. If you're watching this, chances are you're somewhere around my age, maybe in your 60s, maybe older, and you've been wondering whether it's too late to start something new. I'm here to tell you from the heart, it's never too late. I didn't truly start learning until after I turned 65, and now I can't imagine life without the excitement of picking up new skills. Let me tell you how it all started. A few years ago, after I retired from my job as a school counselor, I found myself sitting at the kitchen table one morning with a cup of coffee, staring out the window and thinking, is this it? I had the freedom I'd been dreaming of for decades, but somehow I felt stuck. The days started to blend together. I'd read the paper, take a walk, maybe watch a show or two, but something was missing. I missed the sense of purpose, the challenge, the learning. So one afternoon, I signed up for a beginner's painting class at the local community center. Now, let me tell you, I hadn't held a paintbrush since grade school. I was nervous walking into that room full of strangers, most of them half my age. But as I dipped that brush into color and made my first uncertain strokes, something inside me lit up. I wasn't trying to be the next Picasso. I just wanted to try. And that simple act of showing up, of trying something new, changed everything. Over the next year, I challenged myself to try something new every few months. I took an online course in digital photography, learned how to video call my grandkids finally, and even started dabbling in Tai Chi. Each new skill gave me more than just knowledge. It gave me confidence. It made me feel alive again. I started looking forward to each day with curiosity, not just routine. There was one moment that really stuck with me. I had been struggling to understand how to use photo editing software. I must have spent 3 hours trying to figure out how to crop and color correct one picture. I was ready to give up. But then I reminded myself of something I used to tell my students. Growth doesn't come from ease. It comes from effort. So I kept at it. When I finally got it right, I laughed out loud. Not just because I'd figured it out, but because I remembered what it felt like to overcome a challenge. Just like when I was a kid learning to ride a bike. What surprised me most was how my brain started to change. I became more alert, more curious, more engaged in conversations. Learning stimulated parts of me that I didn't realize had gone dormant. And you know what else? I started to feel younger. Not physically, of course. My knees still creak when I get out of bed, but inside, my spirit felt lighter, more optimistic. Another beautiful thing happened too. I started making new friends, people I never would have met otherwise, fellow learners who shared their passions, their stories, their struggles. We connected not through age, but through curiosity, and that reminded me of something important. We don't outgrow connection or passion or the desire to grow. We just need to give ourselves permission. Some of you might be thinking, but I've never been the learning type. That's okay. Learning doesn't have to mean going back to school or studying textbooks. It can be picking up a new recipe, learning how to play a song on a ukulele, trying a new language just for fun, or volunteering at a local museum and absorbing knowledge by being part of a new environment. Every step you take outside your comfort zone counts. Now, I won't lie and say it's always easy. Some days I do get frustrated. My memory isn't what it used to be. And yes, I've forgotten a few passwords along the way. But I've learned to laugh at it, to be patient with myself. I remind myself, this is part of the joy, the effort, the stumbling, the getting back up again. That's what makes it meaningful. If I could go back and give advice to my younger self, or even to myself at 60, I'd say, don't wait for permission. Don't wait for the right time. It may never feel like the perfect moment, but every moment you choose to try is perfect in its own way. So if you've been waiting to learn something new, stop waiting. Start today. Take one step. Whether it's signing up for a free online class, joining a local club, or even just watching tutorials on YouTube. You don't have to be good at it. You just have to begin. Thanks for watching. I hope this little story inspired you to think differently about aging and possibility. Remember, growing older isn't the end of learning. It's just the beginning of learning without limits. If this video resonated with you, please leave a comment, share your own story, and hit that subscribe button so we can keep growing together. Until next time, keep learning, keep living, and most importantly, Keep believing in yourself.